Leaders, listen up. Your company's future is at stake. Cyber threats are inevitable, but being prepared is not. As a leader, you want to maximize your chances of cyber insurance coverage during a breach or catastrophic incident. Am I right? I would. This video is your roadmap to protection. Don't allow cybersecurity risks to take you by surprise. By the conclusion of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge to be proactive, not reactive, effectively able to train your staff, bridge your knowledge gaps, learning to leverage a managed service provider as a collaborator, which will not be a substitute for your IT team, safeguard your business's legacy with increased efficiency, enhance your position to secure comprehensive cyber insurance coverage. Executives, it's time to take control of your digital defenses. Your organization, loved ones, and lasting impact depends on your leadership. Are you prepared? Let's get started. Cybersecurity insurance. What is it? Cybersecurity insurance protects against financial losses from cyber threats. Key coverage areas include data breaches, network security failures, ransomware and cyber extortion, data recovery and restoration, business interruption, legal costs and liability protection, regulatory fines and penalties, and third-party claims. Remember, coverage depends on having a proper security posture and proper controls in place. But it does not replace a strong cybersecurity practice. Cybersecurity is an ongoing process. Let me be crystal clear here for you. Cybersecurity is an ongoing process. It is not a one and done checklist. It is not about checking off boxes, declaring we're secure, woo, and going about your day without a freaking care in the world. This message will be repeated throughout the discussion because it's crucial to understand. True cybersecurity is an ongoing, evolving process that requires constant vigilance, adaptation, and commitment. It's about creating a culture of security awareness, implementing robust practices, and continuously improving your defenses. Simply meeting minimum compliance standards or filling out a questionnaire and checking the boxes does not guarantee protection against the ever-changing threat landscape. Remember, cyber criminals don't take days off, and neither should you. Stay alert, stay proactive, and never fall into a trap of complacency just because you checked a few boxes. I'm looking at you, buddy. This information is for educational purposes only. It's not professional or legal insurance advice. Cyber breaches are inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. And when happens, when hits hard. Just like you would insure your car, you have to protect your business with robust cyber security measures and cyber insurance. Key steps here is to adopt industry standards, implement HIPAA and NIST 2.0 guidelines for comprehensive protection, evolve security measures, continuously update protocols to encounter emerging threats. It's a never-changing landscape. There's always something going on. Document meticulously. Maintain detailed records for compliance and incident response. Proactive risk management. Identify and address vulnerabilities before they get exploited. Think of cybersecurity as your digital seatbelt. Without it, the consequences can be catastrophic. Maybe you won't lose your life, but you will lose your livelihood and put your business and legacy at risk. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Insurance adjusters conduct rigorous evaluations of your security practices before approving claims. Be prepared for thorough scrutiny, as inadequate security measures can lead to a delay or denial of payout. It's crucial to have robust security protocols in place to ensure the claims process is smooth sailing. Remember, cyber insurance complements strong cybersecurity practices. Are you ready to be scrutinized? Will you be covered? Remember, qualifying for cyber insurance isn't just about checking the boxes or having a compliancy policy to look compliant. It's about being compliant, being a great leader, and taking charge of your cybersecurity posture for the greater mankind. Let's be crystal clear once again. Simply qualifying on paper, checking the boxes, is not being compliant. You know who I'm talking to. I'm looking at you. You, Jim. You, Sally. You, Kevin. This puts your coverage and payout for your insurance company at risk of denial. As a company leader, it's your responsibility to implement robust security controls and follow these guidelines to improve your chances of coverage. However, this is just the beginning. You must proactively engage with your insurance provider, thoroughly understand their specific requirements for coverage, because collaboration is key. Work closely with your IT department, cybersecurity team, or managed service provider, MSP, to ensure these measures are correctly implemented and maintained. Remember, insurance companies conduct extensive, in-depth analysis before approving any claims. This process can take weeks or even several months before you see any type of compensation, or maybe you don't. I cannot stress enough, merely checking the boxes on the insurance forms without actually implementing critical security measures such as multi-factor authentication, endpoint detection and response, EDR, and securing critical systems, which we will discuss further in this chapter, significantly increases your risk of claim being denied. Real security isn't about appearances. It's about genuine comprehensive protection. Don't just look compliant, be compliant. Your business, future, and legacy depends on it. Now you might be thinking, this doesn't apply to me. I run a small dental practice, billing service, or healthcare clinic. I don't have enough employees or clients to worry about cybersecurity. Or here's my favorite one. Oh, we are not a healthcare practice, only when it's convenient for us. This is a real world answer from an executive once told me. However, if you're dealing with patient information using an in-house program which transmits patient information or uses third-party software, any part of your system could be at risk. If your network is connected to the internet and you have devices, or cell phones or printers connected, or even have doctors on staff, this affects you. Don't wait until you're fined for a security breach or compliance violation that could bring your company down and you could lose lots of money. In the past, you may have avoided reporting issues or have been given opportunities to address security concerns without taking decisive action. Perhaps the gravity of the situation wasn't fully appreciated, leading to a continuation of existing practices. It happens. I get it. I understand. You get very busy. However, the approach is no longer viable in today's cybersecurity landscape. It's crucial to recognize that past complacency or inaction or inability to take action can have serious consequences moving forward. As a leader, you must recognize that cybersecurity is crucial. It demands for your immediate attention. It's impossible to manage every aspect of your business alone, especially in areas where your expertise may be limited. To address this challenge effectively, identify your knowledge gaps in cybersecurity and delegate responsibilities to team members or external experts with the right skills and experience. Collaborate with these individuals to build your understanding of cybersecurity issues. Use their expertise to inform decision making and strategize with them. Whew. By delegating to the right people, you not only address immediate security needs, but also strengthen your leadership by expanding your knowledge base. This approach allows you to leverage collective expertise, ensure a more robust and comprehensive posture in your organization, and remember, effective leadership is about knowing everything. It's about assembling and trusting a team of experts to fill your knowledge gaps once again. Being an informed decision maker makes it's time It's time to step up and be the leader your employees and family know you are. Take action now to secure your business with a strong cybersecurity posture. Remember, cybersecurity is not just an IT problem. It's a crucial business issue requiring organizational-wide involvement and accountability. All the executives or all the management within the organization. While IT and cybersecurity may overlap, they serve different purposes. Said by the great Reg Harnish of Orbital Fire, which is one of our partners, don't confuse IT for cybersecurity. 80% of cybersecurity has nothing to do with technology. Even if your team handles multiple roles, your IT team handles multiple roles, you're overwhelming them and not getting the full benefit of specialized cybersecurity expertise. We highly recommend you partnering with an external vendor or managed service provider. A managed service provider can work alongside your current IT department, not replace them. We can teach them, navigate them, and together we can create strong defense against cybersecurity. Next, we will discuss several regulatory frameworks, which include HIPAA, NIST 2.0, and HITRUST, which are critical to ensuring compliance in the healthcare sector. These frameworks offer a general overview of common regulatory requirements. However, it's important to note that not all frameworks may apply to your specific situation. The exact requirements and relevant regulations can vary significantly depending on your industry, business model, location, and particular case use. It's advisable to consult with a legal compliance expert to determine which frameworks are applicable to your organization and how to best implement them. Please note that there are several other compliance frameworks, such as SOC 2, ISO 27001, which will not be covered in this video. Claiming compliance by merely checking boxes and completing an annual questionnaire without third-party verification does not constitute as compliance. Compliance is an ongoing process that requires you to meet specific criteria constantly. Adhering to these compliance requirements will strengthen your position should a breach occur. Or should I say when a breach occurs. This is not a task that should be handled solely by your in-house IT department. A dedicated compliance officer should be appointed, and collaboration with an independent third entity is essential, such as an MSP, which we'll cover shortly. Self-regulation alone is insufficient and potentially problematic. Again, cybersecurity is not an IT or technology issue, but a critical business concern that demands organizational-wide engagement and responsibility. While cybersecurity and IT may overlap, they serve two distinct purposes. We understand that in smaller organizations, IT staff may handle multiple roles, including cybersecurity, help desk, training, and etc. However, this approach can overburden your IT person or team and prevent you from reaping the full benefits of specialized expertise. We strongly recommend that you partner with an external vendor, such as a managed service provider or an MSP. An MSP can collaborate with your existing IT department rather than replace it. So let me repeat that. We will not necessarily be replacing your IT, but we will work together with them. This partnership creates a synergy where both teams work together, leveraging their combined strength and expertise. Remember, strength lies in numbers, diverse skill sets. This overview provides a brief summary of key points for general reference. This information presented here is intended to offer a high-level introduction to the topic. Let's jump right in. HIPAA sets the standards for protecting sensitive patient information, or also known as Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Organizations that deal with protected health information, or PHI, must ensure that all the required physical, network, and process security measures are in place. HIPAA cybersecurity essentials for making sure you maintain your cybersecurity insurance coverage include risk assessment, which regularly identifies and documents threats to PHI, also identifying where all PHI is stored, received, maintained, and transmitted. Documenting information systems that contain PHI, and also identifying potential threats and vulnerabilities, such as external threats, hackers, natural disasters, as well as internal threats, employee errors, and malicious insiders. It also includes data encryption, encrypting PHI in transit and at rest. For example, using BitLocker to encrypt your hard drives, as well as using secure portals or end-to-end encrypted emails for PHI communication. Also includes access control. Implement strict authorization procedures such as enabling automatic log-off after 15 minutes of inactivity. Also, audit controls. Record and examine system activity involving PHI. Also, maintaining detailed audit logs. Also, breach notification. Establish protocols for notifying affected individuals and authorities. Also, it covers authentication, using strong passwords and usernames, and not writing them down on pieces of paper or little sticky notes and putting them under your desk. This also includes implementing two-factor authentication as well as physical safeguards, deploying access control systems such as secure storage and surveillance. Also using password management, such as enforcing complex passwords, regular changing them, and prohibiting the sharing of passwords as well. These measures help ensure HIPAA compliance and improve your eligibility and coverage for cybersecurity insurance, as well as giving you a fighting chance against those bad actors looking around every single corner. They're there, you see them, sometimes you don't. They're there. Next, we have the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or now known as NIST 2.0 Cybersecurity Framework. This framework is voluntary and it aims at helping organizations manage and mitigate cybersecurity risk. It is structured around 5 core functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. And the newly added, the 2.0, is governance. You can view all of these on the NIST.gov website for further and deeper analysis. Let's jump in. Identify. Identify helps organizations understand and manage cybersecurity risk to their systems, people, assets, data, and capabilities. It involves assessing the business context and resources that support critical functions, which enable organizations to strategically focus and prioritize their security efforts according to their risk management strategy and business needs. The next is protect. Protect is designed to establish the necessary safeguards that ensure the continuous delivery of critical infrastructure services. It plays a crucial role in mitigating and containing the effects of potential cybersecurity risks. Detect specifies necessary actions to recognize when a cybersecurity event has occurred. It ensures that such events are identified quickly. Respond. Respond involves necessary actions to address and detect cybersecurity incidents and help manage the consequences of potential cybersecurity events. Recover. Recover outlines necessary actions to sustain resilience, plan and reinstate any capabilities or services interrupted by a cybersecurity event. It also facilitates a swift return to normal operations to help minimize the impact of the incident. Now, recently added to the new framework was the new 2.0 framework has been the 6th core function called govern or governance. Governance emphasizes that cybersecurity is a major source of enterprise risk that senior leaders should consider alongside other risks like financial and reputation. The purpose of governance is designed to help organizations establish and monitor their cybersecurity risk management strategy, expectations, and policy. Some components of the government function includes addressing the organization's risk management decisions. Oversight allows for continuous improvements and adjustments to the risk management strategy. Risk management strategy supports operational risk decisions based on risk tolerance and appetite statements. Blah, blah, blah. Say that 10 times fast. Roles and responsibilities of and authorities establish defined roles and responsibilities. The new focus on governance complements efforts such as the SEC's new rule requiring companies to report cyber risk management, strategy, and governance in their annual filings. Whew, I know that was a lot. Let's continue. HIPAA, HITRUST, what are they in comparison? Well, HITRUST, while not applicable to all healthcare entities, is very crucial in many scenarios. Large healthcare systems often adopt HITRUST for its comprehensive approach and industry recognition. Third-party vendors may require HITRUST certification to secure contracts, especially when dealing with sensitive information. HITRUST certification demonstrates a very high level of security and commitment, particularly beneficial for larger organizations and their service providers in the healthcare sector. HIPAA is a U.S. regulation protecting healthcare information, while HITRUST is a certifiable security framework created by a private alliance. HIPAA is specific to the healthcare industry, while HITRUST has a more broader scope and can be used across industries. HIPAA, there's no official certification process, while HITRUST offers a formal certification, and it's often hard to qualify for. HIPAA general guidelines are often considered vague, while HITRUST guidelines are prescriptive and detailed in their controls and implementation. HIPAA enforced by U.S. government with potential fines, while HITRUST not legally enforced but may be required by business partners and third parties. HIPAA focuses on healthcare information protection, while HITRUST incorporates multiple frameworks such as HIPAA, NIST, and ISO, etc. In summary, HIPAA is a legal requirement for healthcare, while HITRUST is a comprehensive framework that can help demonstrate HIPAA compliance and beyond. Keep in mind that just having this document outline your compliance and not taking action on implementing these things puts your business at risk and your cybersecurity coverage at risk. Some example of not taking action would include making sure that your employees are not writing down passwords on sticky notes, placing them under keyboards and unlocked cabinets or drawers. They should be using a password manager. Each of us have a role to fulfill and contributions to make. But in the end, the ultimate responsibility lies with the executive team and the CEO of the company. As a company leader, it's your duty to maintain open lines of communication with your IT department and cybersecurity team and other key stakeholders to ensure organizational security and efficiency. Effective collaboration between leadership and IT is crucial for maintaining a well-functioning enterprise. Once again, you should have a compliance officer and an outside third party, such as an MSP, working diligently with your company leaders in order to make sure that these requirements are in place and properly implemented. Even if you're not in healthcare or HIPAA may not apply to you, these are great practices and standards that should be evaluated for your case use and implemented in order to combat our never-ending cyber battlefield. Next, we will touch on real-world, real problems. This was taken from one of our partners over at Cork Cyber Warranty, which we'll be talking about in another video coming soon. Now, if you look at the picture, it will depict that cyber attacks continue to rise. They're increasing by 57% overall in the U.S. since 2022. There are very low barriers for actors because ransomware kits can be bought as low as $40 online on the dark web and elsewhere. This is a very costly problem for small businesses. There's about 700,000 attacks causing damages of the 2.8 billion or more. And it's the rising trends, rising costs in cyber insurance. Insurance is rising between 25 and 100% increases over the premium since 2023, which made it becoming more difficult to maintain. There's more restrictions in coverage. The underwriting process got a little more restrictive, where you have to have certain things in place, like we discussed, in order to even be covered. And extended claim process, where it's taking forever for people to get their money, or when you file the claims, it could take months, weeks, or even years, as we discussed earlier. This is a huge business interruption, very catastrophic for especially those in healthcare, which is a very huge target. So why I go over this because all the things that we covered, we addressed those issues in this entire video. They have things that you can implement to make yourself safer, to be covered by your insurance, and to combat these issues. Before we jump into our review, if you like this content and you want more, please like and subscribe and let us know in the comments if there's any specific topic you'd like to cover in more detail. We would be glad to cover it. Let's review. The cost of not taking action and what you must do in order to be prepared, because remember, like we discussed in the beginning, it's not a matter of if, but when. When you are hit, when you're under attack, when you're put in the position of having to act, you will be ready and armed with the right information and the right systems in place to be covered and having a fighting chance. Now remember, this is not guaranteed coverage or payout, but it gives you a better fighting chance. You will be prepared. Now, regular risk assessments. They're essential to the organization to manage potential threats to the operations, reputation, and legal standing, ensuring smart decision-making and business continuity. Employee training. Regular cybersecurity training for employees is vital to comply with regulations and protect against frequent and complex cyber attacks. Maintaining strong security measures, including firewalls, updating them, antivirus, EDR, endpoint detection and response, and multi-factor authentication. Incident response plan. An incident response plan is vital for cybersecurity. It details how to detect, respond to, and mitigate cyber incidents. Its effectiveness relies thoroughly on documentation and regular testing to ensure real-life scenarios, such as doing tabletop exercises. Having tabletop exercises are ideal for discussion-based simulations where you can work through hypothetical security scenarios. How an organization's past security breaches impacts its cyber insurance costs and terms. A history of breaches signals higher risk to insurers, potentially leading to increased premiums or challenges in obtaining any type of coverage. Seeking expert advice. Collaborating with cybersecurity professionals and or a managed service provider, I might know one, specializing in healthcare to align your practices with industry standards and regulations to gain insights on healthcare specific cybersecurity challenges. Leaders, let's take charge of your organization's cybersecurity today. Are you concerned about protecting your business? Don't wait, act now. Schedule a free consultation, call, and fortify your defenses. We offer a risk-free assessment to get started. Also, don't forget to join our mailing list by clicking the link below and staying updated to the latest videos and newest trends in cybersecurity. Educate your team. Stay vigilant. Don't wait for an incident to strike. Protect your business before it's too late. Godspeed.